Rose. How are you? Hope you're good. I'm going to work. I'm just late. I woke up late. I don't know. Brain being elsewhere, and I don't know if my alarm went off, if I accidentally turned it off or what, but even when I woke up, I have time to get there, because I don't got to clock in to 12:30, but it was like my first mind laid back down, man. Then I got to thinking, like, wait, I usually be leaving at like 11:15. It's 11:30. Let me get up. I had a interesting day, I think that I probably need to take a couple of days and not work after Monday morning for a couple days. Then they changed our scheduling. Like normally we have like 5-hour shifts. We pick up 11 to 12 or 12:30, 5:30. We've been having an extra week this week. So 12:30, 6:30. When they dropped our shifts that we picked this week, because they changed our break time. So it's like we have 2 30-minute breaks. Cool. But I guess they had the bright idea to change all this other stuff, like to try to fix it around lunch and things. So it's like they dropped like all these 3-hour shifts. So it's like now we have to sit there and try to figure out, okay, I need the 7 to 10, then I need the 10 to 2, then I need the 11 to 2, and then I need the 3 to 6. So I have to sit there and try to hurry up and pick 3 different times just to create what I could do in like 2 choices normally. So it's a little frustrating because it was an unexpected change, you know what I'm saying? It's like we weren't expecting to only have these 3-hour shifts, so when you're looking on the thing, it looks foreign, you know what I'm saying? We don't know, hey Rose, we don't know nothing about nothing, and then now it's just like this sudden change, and it's like, man, this is ridiculous. And also when you're picking these shifts, everybody else that works this flex shift is picking their shifts too, so naturally we trying to hurry up, but at the same time I'm sure everybody is looking like, what the hell, So I was a little frustrated. It just, I don't know. I end up going to the salon because I had a lady that wanted to come this morning after I got off, and I'm like, yeah, let me get a couple hours of sleep, but she changed and came yesterday, so that was cool. But I'm the type of person that if I'm not in the zone, it's kind of hard. So it wasn't too bad, but it just was a process that bothered me yesterday. I think because, I'm in that space of trying to find a new space, and then I'm looking around like, oh no. I said, some things have you frustrated, and that's where honestly, I told y'all last night, I hate getting frustrated. I am absolutely frustrated right now. Yeah, I'm frustrated. And I don't really like it. Can't stand it one bit. It don't feel right to me, because that's not the type of space I particularly am in, so therefore I don't enjoy it. I don't think I can have a flustered life 24/7. I mean, I pulled my hair out that I don't have. Pull my hair out. Yeah, so I guess I was just early. As I was leaving the house, I'm like, I'm still gonna go live because I'm gonna try to stick to what I've been doing. And I did notice that remember I was saying that I guess when the numbers stop going down, then we'll know when we reach that mark and we're starting to go up towards our watch hours we need. So yesterday I noticed, this is the first time I noticed an increase in time. So hopefully that was it, you know what I'm saying? And now we're going up. Like, I'm like, okay, I know I did a lot of this content over a year ago, but geez Louise, that don't even, yeah, so we're going up. I can't read what that person is saying, but you know the deal. Rose, if it's airlines worthy, throw them through the friendly skies. You know what I mean? Put them on the wing. Don't even let them sit in the plane. But yeah. Hey Diane. Hey my friend. I'm literally to the point of frustration that I'm about to go in here and ask to do the job that I don't like to do, so I can just stay in the back of the machine. I'm over it. I am really over it. I said it's hard for me to get in this space, but here I am. Y'all got me. I'm a freaking human being. Yeah. Always positive and motivational and inspirational over here. Let's have fun. It's frustrated. Not frustrated enough to steal my joy, though. I guarantee you that. I will absolutely nothing to steal my joy. You know what I'm saying? I'm too blessed to let something steal my joy. I don't entertain anything that comes to kill, steal, and destroy anything. Be it me, my spirit, my anything. You know what I mean? So, although frustrated, everything is a-okay. I had further confirmation today, and I'm just looking around. I'm listening, y'all. That's another thing. I can't. It bothers me that I had to sit there and. You ever been watching somebody do something that you know how to do, and when you hear the person, like for me, I don't know, maybe not, y'all don't do here, but okay, let's story time, I guess. Okay, there's a lady. I got two things with this because, man, how do I want to go with it? First thing or the hair thing first? I'll just talk about the particular young person that wasn't so young, but had a lot of fire. You know what I'm saying? You ever just notice I was like, to the point, I was like, man, this lady's so fiery. I think she got beat up in school. Like some people that just talk so much and just talk to hear themselves talking, or talk to try to seem like they're more than what they are, you know. I mean, to the point where a lady selling, oh my God, I forgot my cake. A lady selling cake came in and was like, because she didn't have cash at me, you know, she could, I wanted to do this, but she don't know me. I was going to spend some money. I'm looking at her like, if you really want to spend some money, you just want to spend some money. Shut up. Anyway, even though the lady was the worst salesperson in the world, the worst, no enthusiasm. But anyway, I'm listening to her conversation about what she wanted with her hair. She's saying something about a bob, so I already know a bob you ain't gonna get. And then she was saying she wanted to have body, and then I'm sitting here like, oh my God, she wants a body. So I'm an older stylist, you know what I'm saying? I work with a couple of other older stylists. So older stylist does not mean no skill. You know, when you older stylist, you got to know that these young stylists is right there, and you got to have the mentality is, I'm old, but I'm still kicking these young ones in the tail. I'm giving them a run for their money. So I'm already hearing the description of what she wanted, and it's frustrating the hell out of me because I know that's what she's not gonna get. So yeah, she said she wanted some body, when you know, and movement, honey. Oh God, Lord forgive me, but okay. So automatically, when stuff like this happens, what happens with my mind is, how would I execute this? I do it all the time. How would I have executed this, or how will I achieve what this person just asked for? I'm just naturally, my ears inclined to listen for what the client is saying, whether it's mine or not. I done heard what they said, so now I'm like, oh, I would do this. So I'm just, minding my business, doing what I do, me and my client talking, and things like that. And eventually I look up and I see like large curls all over her hair. Okay. I said, she needs to wrap her hair and get some saran wrap and sit her under dryer for about 20 minutes. Because that's going to give her silkiness. It's going to help her with moisture. Because that thing was dry. But it's going to help her with moisture, and it's going to give it that body. So when I look back up, it was just like this calm down. And I'm like, oh God. Like I said, that's the frustration, is because simple things, and simple things just kind of piss me off, and I'm like, God, dog, we can't even do a little rap, not my business, not my client. But she looked at it, she was like, I wanted a little bit more of this and this. So then after curling this lady's hair, we pick up the shears and start cutting, and I'm like, you supposed to did that first. She said she wanted a bob. And I'm hearing her talk. She's like, okay, so you mean when I bob it, you want da-da-da? And I'm looking at her like, you gonna bob it? Man, oh my God, help me over here. I'm about to just faint. I don't know, I guess it's like, for some reason, my body just feels some kind of way when somebody ain't getting what they asked for, or the execution is about to be bad. But that's my point, is not to be mean or to talk about my co-worker, God bless him. But I don't even, I can offer pointers and tips and all these things, but I don't even think that they're teachable. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's like, yeah, I've been doing hair for years, like the other one. I already know I could make a suggestion. This is the type of person she is. Oh, yeah, I've been doing it like that. But she's not going to do it like that, because she ain't been doing it like that, but she can't do it like that. So she just going to say, yes, she know how to do it, and keep on messing up somebody's grandma's hair. I don't like working around that. You know what I'm saying? It frustrates me. I like to look up across the room and we all can be like, girl, that look good. I like that. Or my client's like, oh, her hair is so pretty. I don't think I should be the only one in the room that everybody is complimenting your work. You know what I'm saying? And then cringe my ears when this person gets done and says, just in 35. I'm looking like, everything you just did, had I done, I would have charged her $95. No, matter of fact, it would have been more than that, because at least she got a relaxer and treatment and all this stuff. So I'm looking at her hair. Okay, that was $140 at least. And you said $45, $35, man. It's like having a bed of roses and then growing some weeds up in through there. It's very smothering for me. That's why I say my creative flow is challenged when I got I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but it just really is frustrating to be in a space where I feel stagnant, for the simple fact other people around me are stagnant. You know what I mean? I say you place yourself around people that you want to be like, or where you're going, or things like that. And as much as I like you, that's not where it is. So it's just like further confirmation that, because what happens is, if you stay in situations like that, there comes a burnout. You know what I'm saying? And I don't usually burn out, because I'm able to wake up, and when I decide to go and style somebody's hair, with anything in life, I don't get burned out on the things I love because I wake up and do it like I'm doing it for the first time every day. But then that enthusiasm kind of gets a little bit smothered by the atmosphere, I guess, you know? The things around you also play a part in the way you execute things, period. You know, it's kind of okay, the iron sharpened the iron thing. I'm getting cut up by butter knives, though. I'm getting cut out by butter knives, and I'm not getting sharpened. And that means my dull is being dulling. It's gonna be a word today. It's gonna be indulged. I gotta be sharper than that. You know what I mean? Whether it's get outside that thing and sharpen myself, or get around other people where I can be sharpened as well. I don't mind sharpening myself, but it really pisses me off when people can't do basic stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't think everybody is I'm not even the greatest stylist. As good as I feel I am, there's somebody that I look at and I be like, dang, I want to be like that. But that's my point. I want to look and be like, man, I want to be able to do that. Either I'm going to watch and learn, or I'm going to ask. I can't ask nobody nothing. I got to pick up the phone and call my friend in Charlotte and say, hey, I'm trying to do X, Y, Z. How could I achieve that? I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. But, yeah. But this particular woman talked too much, okay? That goes with the job, you know. Everybody has different personalities, so you're going to have all different types of personalities. You're going to have different types of spirits. And this was a hateful little something, because all I kept hearing her was saying was stuff like, yeah, because and it's one of the people that tell the same story to people that'll listen. I heard her telling the story to her stylist, but then as soon as we had the opportunity to speak, because I was at a meeting last night, and I had to tell this white, what she call him, a white N-word. And I'm looking like, what? I'm like, a white? And she's like, you ain't got to be black to be an N-word. And I'm just looking at her like, I know. Because, man, woo. If N-word was a person, just because a person, I'm telling him, if you don't want to, if he acting like he don't want to be in the meeting, and then if you don't want to be here, then you can leave. And I'm just looking like, bro, you even could be in control of the meeting. And that's what I mean. Like, some people talk so much and try to seem like they more than what they are. Man, God, must didn't have any friends growing up, or had to play make-believe or something, because it's just like, you don't feel genuine, and you're too old to be calling people white N-words, and I had to tell that white N-word. I'm looking like, and then she goes into, and now these people that put this man back in office, and all these blankety blank N-words, these black N-words, and I'm like, and I'm sitting here any moment now, I feel myself about to just help her to understand that every black person did not vote for Kamala Harris, period. And I don't like dealing that shock factor to people, but it was almost like I started to feel a little bit like she deserved it, but I just kept my cool, because I don't know, as ignorant as she was, I believe her response would have been something. That's why you don't talk about politics to that extent in a business, and that's the main reason why I didn't say anything. I was just like, I'm not, but I think it's very ignorant that when you talk amongst a group of people who are at this moment your peers or whatever, it's ignorant to think that everybody has the same beliefs and values. That's like me saying I'm a believer in Christ and thinking that everywhere I go, everybody believes in Jesus. I know better than that. So I'm not going to walk in a room and start talking about someone of a different faith. I love those people. I don't care what you believe. What I believe requires me to love you, regardless. But it was like, And unfortunately, it becomes offensive to someone because I'm looking like in that moment, I was about to be like, I'm one of those people, and I am not what you said, And the more I think about it, I decided the next time I'm in a situation like that, I'm gonna hurt your feelings, just so you can stop talking so much. Be like, so basically, when you look at me, is that what you think? Everybody don't feel the same way about that man. And now it came out, and they said that he admitted it that the Project 2025 is he is, and I'm like, what's your news source? Like, come on, man, shut up. Just stop talking about this stuff because it ain't gonna change reality. It's not gonna change the facts. Regardless, somebody had to lose, and your girl lost. But you're not supposed to sit in a public space amongst fellow women and still be expected to be respected, saying things like these stupid black N words and these white N words. And I'm looking like, you ain't no better than the people you claim that are, over this way. We know it's some ignorant people on both sides, but come on, let's not try to act like everybody that voted red is one way and y'all just perfect. I'm watching people breaking up with friendships with people because of this stuff. So, no, hate is hate. It don't matter who you voted for. If you feel some kind of way about a person that voted the opposite of you, you's a hater. You got hate in your blood. But I tell people all the time, I said, you can't look at a person and because they have gray hair and think that person is going to be full of wisdom, because sometimes they're full of ignorance. Sometimes they're full of ignorance. You're just flapping your gums, not even having one thought of thinking that I could offend someone. Not having the thought of thinking, well, everybody doesn't think the way I think. That's a high level of ignorance. A very high level of ignorance. And that's why her bob looked like it looked when she left the door. Her bob wasn't bobbing. I was like, her hair, it don't move. It don't move. Her shit did not move. That's what she did. That bob was a white N-word. It was a gray N-word. No, let me quit. Yeah, that was my experience in the shop today. Me and my client like, and that's another thing, man. When you got a certain, I don't care where I work, I get the same client everywhere. My clients are a reflection of me. It's like even though I'm in a whole different city and state, the personalities of my client ain't missed a beat. It's been always the same. Crazy, but that's kind of a good thing, But yeah, man. And the reason why I say my clients are a lot alike everywhere I go, I don't care, because they'll be in the chair and they notice things before I do. That's the number one telltale sign if you're part of my tribe. They'll be like, me, what's she over there doing? I'll be like, shut up. I'm just asking, what is that? I'll be like, be quiet. They don't do it like you. I'm like, shh. That's my people. But yeah, man, it's just like I said. And then I don't know. I just had a weird day yesterday, and I feel like when you have days that are off, it throws everything off. So my day was off, and I overslept. Y'all know normally when I come on live, I get to talk at least an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, I nearly stayed home, but I'm like, man, I'm gonna get a point, and then it's dumb. Oh no. But that was some of the most ignorant things, one of the most ignorant things I ever experienced. But I always tell people, people get mad at you if you haven't had a racist experience or interaction. And just because you haven't had one, it doesn't mean that you're oblivious and you don't know those things exist. Yeah, it exists. I see it. I hear about it. But because it hasn't happened to me, that doesn't make me something wrong with me. You know what I mean? It means I've never had that experience. I'm sorry if you have, but why isn't it, well, man, you're fortunate not to have had that experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't had that experience, but I felt the most offended by my own. When I first moved to South Carolina, I'm not that light, y'all. I mean, I'm light brown, but I'm not that dang on light. I'm a shade of brown. Great to hear about yourself. Blessings to you and your cute family. Thank you. I had to my face by a grown man. Yeah, and see, I would, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be like, girl, you lying. You ain't never experienced that. And that's the point. It be your own people. Like, there's this misconception, I feel, in my opinion, if you dislike somebody for their skin color, it's not written that it says, I mean, yeah, typically it's, white versus, you feel this way but black. But in the, like, I've had people say, black people can't be racist, we can be prejudiced. And I'm like, have you picked up a thesaurus? Because I guarantee you, if you look up the word prejudice, you're gonna find the word racist, and vice versa. Ask me how I know. We can't be prejudiced, but we can be oppressed. Well, being oppressed doesn't mean you get to turn around and then be like what you're saying you're oppressed by. I used to have incidents when I first moved to South Carolina. I remember when I moved there, my dad was like, yeah, they say South Carolina got some of the darkest complected people. And I was like, for real? I guess he had read that somewhere. And yeah, it's probably true. But beautiful people, nevertheless, But like I said, I never grew up with anybody talking about my skin complexion and all this stuff. But understand it and know that these things happen to people. And people would be like, oh, yeah, Meek, you yellow. Your family must have been in the house. And I'm just like, at this point, like I said, I've never had any kind of racist interactions or thoughts. So it's really going over my head, I'm like, I'm not yellow, I'm brown, girl. You gotta look at you. And they would put their hand next to mine to compare our shade of brown, and would be literally a tinge lighter than me, and would say, see, you lighter than me. And I'm looking at them like, I mean, we're literally like the same color. Like, come on, man. Whatever. And I ain't think nothing of it at that point. But it would happen a lot, And what I gather is people down there were raised where if family members would call them blackface, and they would, if they were like lighter, like one of the lighter cousins, they would get roasted for being light skinned. I mean, I've seen a woman who had kids that were just maybe a eye blink shade, a different complexion of brown. I mean, a eye blink a shade different. And this woman was over, like, trying to put different clothes on the little girl. She's 7, 8 years old. She arching her eyebrows. And then she would say, I'm doing this because she's a little darker than her, and I don't want people to pick on her. And I'm looking at the baby, and I'm looking at I'm like, the baby ain't darker than her, But like I said, that's the type of thing that I wasn't used to. So by the third time somebody telling me, yo, people must be in the house, I'm like, are you calling me a house Negro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? I'm gonna quit telling you I'm the same complexion of you. I'm gonna quit saying I'm brown. I'm gonna get understanding at this point, because right now You're offending me, But you won't get mad at me because I've never been treated away from white people. I'm sorry, I never had that experience, but you people, no, I'm just kidding. We get offended about that word, but sometimes people be acting like you people. And that's where that lady took me to, is that type of vibe when she kept saying these black N-words put this man back in office, and he about to, you hear about that text message going around, they got black people's address and they're saying they're gonna send a van. That right there, I said, you know what, in my mind I started rebuking the spirit of fear, because number one, ma'am, I understand there's a text message going around, but you don't even know if it has accurate information, and if it does, then that person needs to make sure they got them things ready. Because if you text me talking about you coming to get me, I'm gonna be ready for you and see you when you get here. I'm not gonna run, but little stuff like that, we be overcame by fear. Now we're living fearful because in our mind we feel like this man hates us, he's racist, and he's gonna send us back to Africa, and these people are gonna go out here for him and text and say they're gonna come and get us. Come on. Right. It's like, that's why we can't get ahead. It ain't because they won't let us. It's because we don't even have it amongst ourselves. You know what I'm saying? If we had it within, just like if you are a good and kind person within, then that's what you will project. That's what you will receive. Well, not always, but at least that's what you'll project. Um, then you might be stronger. But within is jacked up. You know what I mean? We expect all these people to be a certain way to us, but then we treat people the same way we expect those people treat us. Like, we treat each other foul. We treat each other foul. And that woman had to be at least 60 or more. I mean, I could be aging her a little bit, but I'm going to give her 60. But sometimes people don't age well. People that talk too much might not age well. But it's just like, God, be mindful when you start running your gums, because you could offend somebody. You may, hey Felipe, you may run across the right one day. Like I said, I had to back myself down, because it's like, I felt like, even no matter what I felt or who I wanted to win, in that moment I felt like trolling. So, why you want to see the street? You think you gonna come and get me? Boy, bye. Man, get rid of that. I don't even care at this point. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care at this point. Felipe, I don't know where your flight is gonna land you, but happy sailing. I just don't. But yeah, man, that was my day yesterday. Weirdos. He came in talking about show him the street. Now he want to see the windshield wiper water. Look in the toilet. Nah. If I ain't got nobody else on my life, I can count on my trolls, baby. I can count on my trolls. Yes, we gotta love the trolls. And this is why I don't like going to work frustrated, because I don't want to go to work. I just want to go back home and get in my bed. When I go in here, if they say VTO, I'm going to pray that I don't take it. I'm going to pray that I don't take it. Because I do. I already got in my mind how much I'm going to make if I finish out this last tomorrow night. No, matter of fact, yeah, whatever I do tonight is my check for the next week. So I need to at least make it through the night. But I really gotta rethink the rest of my schedule because I don't know what they did with this scheduling, but I literally don't even know what my schedule is. I just try to pick some shifts so I can have some shifts on, so I can have some work for next week. But I got to go back and actually look at what I actually picked up. I don't even know. I used to going in there and being able to pick 12:30 to 5:30 and then 7 to 12. And they changed it. They changed it. Yeah, man. People, it ain't no need to be disrespectful to the other people that don't feel the way you feel. Not It don't matter if it's elections or style and music, what you enjoy in life, anything. Just because someone thinks and feels different than you, it doesn't make them a ignorant N-word. And that really cringe. It's like it's to be expected from one side, if it's, I know everybody doesn't do that, but I'm just saying when we think of that, it's expected. But to hear your own say the very thing that they claim they would beat somebody up for, and it ain't about, oh, it's, they said ER. No, it's the tone in which you said it, and the fact that you said you ain't gotta be black to be an N-word. That is high level N-word if I ever heard it. You are a hater, ma'am. You're an absolute hater. And you need to get your life. And I was sitting there, and as soon as she started talking, I just kept on saying, God is not giving us the spirit of fear, but of love, peace, and a sound mind. Because I refuse to look at the news and say, oh my God, they're sending text messages to black people and they have their addresses and they're going to come and get them. Well, ma'am, if they send you a text, I hope you prepare your home well. Because if you send me a text and you come over my house, my man crazy, your mama is going to be very sad. My straw upside down. Why, thank you, Bruno. Thank you, Bruno from Portugal. I don't know what's going on. Me either, man. The world is crazy. Boy, I had a Jello shot in the refrigerator. I should have bought that thing with me and been turning up. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay. And I had somebody say, have I found my baby daddy? Tonight I gotta show me the street. Oops. Diane, I'm just going back and looking at. Glad to meet you, brothers and sisters. Was that Imran? Imran Khan? These are blessings to you and your cute family. Okay, that's who that was. I remember seeing your message. Realist. Y'all know I don't want to go to work. I'm sitting here still and it's 12:30. I got 4 minutes that I need to be at the thing. You are forgiven. Thank you, Jesus. Ain't that amazing that He's a forgiving God? It's always funny. But yeah, man, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta go to work. Even though I don't want to. I gotta go to work. Oh, look at the little kids. Anyway, as always, I hope you guys have an amazing evening, that you get some good rest. That thank you, Franken Frog. Is that what that says? Franken Frog. Yeah, I hope everybody has a good night's rest and that God blesses you with sweet dreams and a whole lot of peace, And I hope he gives me a whole lot of peace as I go in here and do these little 6 hours. You know, the 6 hours ain't hard, but fighting through frustration, it can be a little challenging. But I'm praying that by the time I get to this door, ooh, 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 I got a new attitude. In my patty voice. Anyway, thank you, Felipe. Diane, if I can, you know the real Zero. I'm probably gonna go on the other side of the machine just so I can talk, cause I need to talk. I'm so frustrated. Okay. Anyway, happy weekend. Hope everybody has a blessed night. And I'm a sugar dream from the 80s. I wish I was an 80s baby. God bless you, baby. But yeah, I gotta go, y'all. Till next time, bye bye. Thank you for listening to my long rant. Do you have a fascination with windshield wipers? Oh my God. Can you hear that? All right, y'all. Let me go. Bye.